Now, Gal, we need a little more attention on your return to the Fast franchise because you did make a comeback on X. What was it like getting that call to come back to the Fast franchise?
It was great. Look, Fast Saga was my first film I've ever done. It was my second project in my entire life.
Wow.
You look like a man who likes it rough.
They were the ones to give me my first break, and I love them, and it's incredible to see what they've managed to create. It's like a cult movie.
10 films later.
And I love them, you know?
Any chance we can see more of Giselle's backstory in the upcoming Fast movie that Dwayne Johnson's working on and developing?
Yeah, I can. Let me just say, DJ and I had some conversations, but nothing.
Okay.
There's a writer's strike. There's who knows? Let's see.
Is that a character you would like to return to eventually too?
Yes, you know, I feel like the love that Giselle has from the fans is something that I'm not taking for granted. So definitely. Take it, I'm no longer compromised.
Well, congratulations on Heart of Stone. I'm really excited for it. How excited are you guys to share it with the world?
Very, very excited.
Because I imagine it was not only a labor of love, but took a long time to make too.
Yes,
Right?
yes,
It's
yes.
a big
and
collection of people putting a lot of work in. And
Right.
all
this is
around
when
the
you finally-
world, it's been a massive take on, and I feel like we're all quite proud of the film,
You
that
should
we're
be.
happy to share it with the
Absolutely.
world.
It's in the same conversation as the James Bond films, Mission Impossible films. How do you guys feel about that comparison, Jamie?
I mean, that's flattering, I guess.
Your company, right?
They've got built-in huge audiences, and you know, you're offering something new into that space, and you're hoping to attract the same kind of an audience.
I hope that also means that we'll get a sequel, that'll become a franchise. I mean, Gal and Alia, do you guys feel like these are characters you would like to return to eventually?
I mean, you should ask the producer, right?
Right, I know. Can we get a sequel out of this, Gal?
Definitely. That first of all, I'm super humbled, and I'm so grateful and happy that you're comparing. You know that we're in such a great company as Bond and Mission and all these amazing films. And yes, of course, we would love to continue this journey together. It was a lot of fun. It was a stretch. It was challenging and exciting and electric, like it was all different things. And I think that we've managed to create a really fun and dramatic and filled with action piece of film
I mean, the action.
that,
And
that
this
people
is like
will
from the trailer.
enjoy.
Yeah.
And now you answer to me?
You have no idea what they're capable of. I need to shut it all down.
It just looks so intense, you know, and I'm curious, Alia, what was the training like for this film?
So every character has their separate motivations.
Sure.
This is my first action film, but my character Kea is sort of, if you've seen the trailer, she's sort of kind of creating trouble. So a lot of the preparation that I had to do was actually a lot of character work. But it was the first time that I was doing a lot of like wire work and like, you know, just, you know, general like looking at even Gal do her action or Jamie do their action. It was a huge learning experience.
Sure.
It was a lot of fun.
It looked like it was fun.
Yeah. So I've seen the film and it's like I've gotten punched, for example, and
Yeah.
I see myself fall down with like pain. I'm like, oh wow, like
You're like, I'm a badass.
I may not have really felt the pain in that moment, but it looks real, and I really like that.
Love it. Well, speaking of badass, I mean, Gal, you've taken on Wonder Woman, you have this film. How excited are you to share these projects that you've been a part of to your three girls, you know, playing these really badass women?
They are integral part of everything that I do. We all travel together, and you know, we're like a circus family. They'll come to set. One of our daughters, she would have like a producer tag, and she will walk and she'll hand out sides to everybody.
We're manifesting that.
Another one will go to Crafty and steal and hide all the candies. They're very, very proud, and they're very much part of it. It's like a family thing that we do together.
I mean, you guys obviously are total action heroes in this. Jamie, who were your action heroes growing up?
Growing up in the sort of 80s, 90s, Bruce Willis was, you know, a lot of his movies, like Mel Gibson to a point, and anyone who was playing Bond. You know, I've lived through a few different incarnations of James Bond. So, you know, it's there's always men action actors to look up to, and hopefully now we're going to see a lot more female action because I have three daughters also, and I want them to look up to that.
kids are gonna be looking up to all of y'all now. You know, watching this movies like this. I think it's incredible.